Witches. So obviously I'm very festive today. I am heading to the 2021 Pagan Pride Festival. I have my little overalls on, I have my little flower crown. I organized a meetup with some local witches at this event, so I'm not gonna like give away because I don't want to like dox anybody. I'm gonna try to take some footage there, and then I will talk about the event later today, like in the evening, and kind of recap and say some experiences. But I have some really exciting news coming soon, so stay tuned for that, because like my life is like changing in a very interesting way. And it's a lot, but it's like scary and exciting and like crazy, and I can't believe I'm doing it, but like we're doing it. So I'm gonna keep that a secret for now until everything is confirmed, but I have a lot of really exciting news for you guys. So I wanted to document that. I'm gonna go drive and stop filming, and I will see you guys there. Bye.
You New York girls, can't you dance the polka? Well, I went out one morning.
Okay, so it is the end of the night. After our Pagan Pride celebration thing, we had some friends over and we like just hung out and ate pizza and played Magic the Gathering because we're super nerds, and it was so much fun. Oh my gosh. So basically I wanted to just kind of talk about like what was going on at the event. So I included some pictures. You might be like, why is she showing us corn? So basically we did this really beautiful like banishing ritual that was based on corn, and which is like a symbol of the harvest, which is something we've been talking about a lot with Pagan, and like the autumn equinox and that kind of season, right? So we use the corn as almost like a vessel for channeling anything that no longer served us, any negativity in our life. And we used it to kind of like ward away and absorb any negative energy that we might have had, which I think is a really beautiful idea. So after we cleansed with corn, we put them aside. We took the corn cobs and we kind of circled around this cauldron in the middle, and we deposited the corn cobs aside, and we kept a single piece of the husk. So you guys can picture an ear of corn. It has all the leaves on it. We saved one of those and we hung on to it for the remainder of the ritual. The main leader of the ritual called the elements and called to the corners, and he also invoked the goddess Caradwen, goddess of the cauldron, as I said, and the horned god. So I feel like I'm repeating myself, but yes, that is what happened. So we then one by one took our piece of like corn husk, and we really channeled it with like the one thing that we wanted to get rid of from our lives the most, the one thing we wanted to banish, and the one thing we wanted to do, just to get out of the way right before Samhain, which is New Year. We also did some energy work in terms of balancing, and the elementals were there to help us clean and cleanse ourselves and become balanced. When he called in the horned god, I had a really visceral reaction. I just felt this surge of energy because I do work with Hearn, who is an aspect of the horned god, if you guys don't know. And as we are going through, we're going one by one to walk up to the cauldron, put our corn husk in, and walk away. The leader, he was chanting. He was doing some really beautiful pagan chants. He was kind of like the only one doing it for a little bit. And he asked like the group, he was like, does anyone have a chant they would like to do? It kind of seems like, I want to get everyone involved. And I don't know what happened. I like blacked out. Like I don't remember my voice. Like it felt like my voice was just coming out of me without me like wanting it to, but it was cool. So I just was like, how about we all come from the goddess? And he knew it, and I was so stoked. If that's not something you're familiar with, it's like an old kind of like Wiccan chant that I remembered from my Wiccan days when I first was connecting with Cernunnos and the Morrigan. So I sang in front of a bunch of people, like strangers and friends, that were there. And it was like really incredible and really just so nice. So there was a lot of power in that, and I felt like this exhilaration that I haven't felt, and I haven't worked with Cernunnos in a really long time because I live in such an urban area. So having him there, and we were in the middle of this really beautiful park around like all this nature, these trees, these like beautiful moss covered stones. and in the full presence of this like circle of power. I've never felt anything like it. And the banishing ritual worked almost immediately. The good news that I was talking about earlier did come to fruition. So I will be announcing that in a little bit, maybe on like Monday or Tuesday. And it's just, my life's about to change in a really big way, and that's really exciting to me. So I just wanted to say thank you to you guys for sticking with me. I know there's been a lot of changes on my channel. Yeah, this whole year has just been really incredible. I also wanted to say super huge thank you to one of the people who like came out. I don't know if they want me to say their name, so but they brought me a present, and I just want to say thank you. I've gotten like 3 presents from people, and like this just like this almost like I teared up a little bit. But they were like, I know you work with Hecate, so they brought me some bones, and like the circular one is like a snake bone, which is amazing. It's a snake vertebra. So this is gonna be like on my altar like forever. This is such a heartfelt gift, and just like thank you so much again. Like I really, like, it touches me so much. Like I'm not asking for gifts, obviously. Like I also had one of my patrons who used to work with Hecate bring me or like send me some items that she didn't use anymore because she's no longer working with her. And those have a very venerated place in my witch room. I'm making a whole video about that, so I talk about that a lot in that video. So but I just want to say thank you so much. I also have another patron who's sending me like harvest bread from like a folk tradition, I believe, or like regional tradition, and I'm just like, you guys, like, oh my gosh, I'm just so like thankful for you guys. So thank you so much. I hope you guys are having a great Saturday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.